Look at this big eye. You see that? Working out with the stretch band. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Happy Easter, Grandpa!
Honey, I am so sorry.
Oh boy.
One customer suddenly throws up. The owner tastes the suspicious soup. Then, something is really wrong about the soup. The chef said he cooked it the same way as always. At that moment,
Everyone's got tattoos, but how many can tell your life story like this?
You guys already know my favorite part of this whole midwinter spearfishing. Getting into this dang soup. It's about 45 degrees, a little windy. It's exactly when you want to be getting into something wet. But I'm not gonna lie, a little life hack, boil up some water. Oh, it's a little too hot. It's like I put in boiling water. Probably not too good for the wet soup. There's a price to pay for everything. You guys already know my favorite part of this whole midwinter spearfishing. Getting into this dang soup. It's about 40.
The boy's mouth suddenly sprouted out steel wires, which continued to extend downward. He was so scared that he rushed to get help. The door closed by itself. Hearing the commotion, his parents sensed something was wrong and came over to check the situation. The father kicked the door open, but saw the boy had been tied to the ceiling by countless wires. The father didn't have time to think. He went up and pulled his son down. Unexpectedly, he was also entangled in the wire. The mother rushed over to help, but to no avail. What's worse, the wire is still approaching the plug. Once contact is made, they will both be electrocuted. Luckily, the wire and the electric current suddenly repelled each other, so everyone escaped. But it didn't end there. The father wanted to sit down to relieve himself, but he was sent flying down scenes of meters. The man stopped breathing. The ghost then rose from the sofa and left with a sense of satisfaction.
What happens if you stay AFK with all the characters in LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker saga? Anakin sees his lightsaber turn red, panics, and frantically hits it several times to make it blue again. Palpatine accidentally drops his lightsaber. After a few seconds, he notices.
Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. Today, two teams get set to square off in an inter-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For the Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Colligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, he's looking downfield. Snares it outside, it's Hamilton. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Boilermakers will keep this drive going.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it.
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab at the 25 and there's room. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown Purdue! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be brought down. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Santos. He's going to take a shot. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Oh, yeah.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call.
That's how we do it.
At the 36, it's a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
Don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angle's just getting chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. I'll tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short. If you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Cobb sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get laddered.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Number 19 on the field goal.
And it's no good. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Oh, that's a home screen there.
A big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Yates. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Puts him in the spin cycle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Kentucky, 7.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He'll pull it down. Just couldn't. His defense, they were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Kentucky, 7.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, his speed, he was gone.
And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll throw it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Kentucky. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The quick out. Ball is free. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And the extra point is good. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled it.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. 2nd down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's coming. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Ah, you
and
idiot.
That one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's back to throw on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw. He finds his man. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, the offensive works. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
What a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce, right back to the offense.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He's bringing it out. Nice job
Yeah, he
by
didn't
the
let me
kickoff
take
team.
the knee
Everybody
for some
stayed
reason.
in their
Come on.
lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
On the double.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Look at also what roughing the passer right there. Okay.
Keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Using the back as a receiver.
My
on
gosh,
the
what are we doing?
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Now, Purdue.
want to talk about aggressive or wacky, this head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take
Bro,
chances.
why is my
and you
gate?
tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your
It's not my
because these
defense,
defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. The offense calls a timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. One more snap coming before halftime. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, wants to throw. Unleashes one.
Bro, what was that?
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Dude, I'm locked in right now.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field.
2 scores.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
Up 1 score. I get ball at half.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got his man quickly. Fights off the defender. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen.
There we go. Get that first down.
But he got past the line to gain.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third short, what they like third medium, third long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards.
Do I go for it?
And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision.
I'm gonna punt this.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, trying to find his man.
Haha, deep. Touchdown.
Pass to marker. Touchdown Wildcats. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Dude, I have 2 defensive touchdowns right now. Somehow back to back.
Dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take you to the house.
Man, it's your job
Yeah,
to do
I
the
need,
rest, right?
dude, that nicotine's hitting right now.
Running out the breakdown, that makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one.
I already did. I
Play.
stopped at Quick Trip. I stopped at Quick Trip on the way home and got myself some Zen.
Today, fellas, let's show you what's going down. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game.
And the return man is
I'm zoned the fuck in right now. Hey, I'm tired of losing, okay?
Back out to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays.
I like Jesse. He's cool.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing.
Yes.
So I know offensively, I got to.
Come on, I am triggering that R1 button. I'm spamming that. I made him fumble the ball 3 times tonight. Come on.
He's looking to throw it.
Come here. Ah, bitch.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play.
I love having you guys listen to my commentating sometimes. I'm bored.
He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away.
Fires one high and deep.
His receiver kicked the ball. I already know how to stop his deep throwing. I just guessed the play, and I have RB contained.
Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They're setting up the screen.
Yeah, sit the fuck down, big boy.
He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump.
Oh no, he's gonna guess. He's gonna keep passing.
Run it ahead for 1 yard.
Sit the fuck down. Get past.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up.
I rebuilt my defense. They got tired of that.
Big 4th down stop.
And touchdown. 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 Touchdown.
They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I have 7 attempts with 108 rushing yards. Well, no, I went back to my Notre Dame playbook that I've used.
He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
He's got
Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure.
Sack, baby, sack.
They tackle him at the 19. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. On second down, they'll take to the air.
Interception, pick six.
For the fourth time today. Touchdown, Kentucky. What a great play by the defense, paying it off with the interception return.
I have three.
They're doing a great job in coverage.
I have 3 defensive touchdowns already.
That's your first thought process, but then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it, and then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense
Well, I can't go 8-0, but
after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5.
I have to play Tennessee after this.
Disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down
And
there
then I gotta play some other team, and then Ohio.
The Purdue offense
I'll try my
heads
best.
back out to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Oh, he had him right down the middle.
Guess play, pass, keeping it
through
tame.
his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
I thought he ran the ball a lot. I guess he doesn't.
On second down.
That's no.
He's got him this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB?
Well,
That was
I hope I can get invited back to
bullet
play.
on
That was fun. Who's Aaron?
He's going to look for a man on third and short.
Who's Aaron? I had no idea who that was. I was like, it's Aaron.
To the 29-yard line. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming.
Oh, that was
want to just keep throwing it. Caught over the middle. It's Bickley. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw.
Get him. Yeah, eat that dick.
Got him at the 27. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
I've been playing D-line at this point. I don't care.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job.
He's going to pass it. I'm making him look like I'm blitzing. Actually, I am, but I know he's passing it.
His hold really strong. Put up some good numbers.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He makes a grab.
Wow, he scored.
They
Okay.
will score. Touchdown, Boilermakers. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Use the play fake, now to throw.
I threw a pick six. Well, I'm up by 2 scores now. I threw a pick six.
What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about out the defender. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
I'm such an idiot. Alright. Well, okay, Caleb, we gotta take our time this game, this quarter. Take your time. You know what? I might do a coach adjustment to drain the clock.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets.
Oh, I can't. Oh, sorry.
Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it.
And another pick.
He lets it go. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they need.
Crap. Well, he might be come back.
On the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Handoff to the single back. Fights through the pile and picks
Okay, good. I injured his running back.
Man
I injured his running back.
The
Good.
officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. On the ground, it's Yates. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Dude, why are you fucking running back? I had you fucking just. My cornerback should have picked
Every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing
I just gotta
by
drain the
7
clock a lot.
to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, he was my backup wide receiver last season, but I put him at.
This is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than this block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Holy crap! I totally forgot I have a really good backup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the offense. Keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Gotta get, okay, it's third down. Let's do this. He hasn't been able to stop my screen yet, so I might as well play it on third down 11.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. They've got the screen set up.
Oh, there we go. That worked. That worked.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. That
oh, sorry.
Just never had a chance. They knock him down.
I'm just trying to play like strategy. That's my bad.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Timeout called there by the defense.
That's my bad.
I
didn't know.
Back and save as much time as possible.
Just trying to play strategy.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play.
Dude, I wasn't even ready.
A bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Thrust that arm out.
Well, after that incompletion, it's decision time now for the head coach. You've got to lead. The game's close. Are you going to punt the ball away and count on your defense to win this thing, or do you have the confidence in your quarterback to make one more throw?
Oh my gosh.
It's good.
That scared the shit out of me.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. He wants to throw. A strike downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. And the Boilermakers will hustle to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. No huddle offense to the line.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, staring down his guy, and then throwing them on.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bickley. Really good surge for this
I don't know why,
offense.
dude.
They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
They're trailing like they are right now in the fourth
All right,
quarter.
2-minute
Their
warning.
execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking to throw it again. Got it set up on the outside. At the 20, he's got
Oh my
space.
gosh.
And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Purdue!
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Okay, we're good. I got the ball.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
He wants to throw here on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, he gets the first down on that one. I think if he could
I wasn't trying to. I wasn't thinking about it.
Stay inbounds and try to bleed as much clock. With the lead right now, obviously the clock is their ally. That's something that
There
they're
we
going
go.
to work more on.
There we go. We're good. That's game right there.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Kentucky back at him with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just told.
Defense uses a
You just told me not to
timeout,
chew
trying
it.
to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Oh.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the
All right.
backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
When we get to the offseason
Oh my
and they
gosh.
start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll.
I
this
did not
game
actually. I
back
swear
and
to
show
God.
both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game.
So. I have to win out my conference. I was locking down your passing. I didn't